No way. Minecraft. I am actually in Minecraft. Oh, my childhood dreams have come true. I really needed this after watching that Snow White remake or whatever it was. I mean, who cares? It's flopping right now, but this should totally make up for it. There's gonna be so much action and crafting. We're gonna build a big house and then get some cool weapons, take down evil monsters. Oh, and the best part, I get to meet Steve, who will truly help me out on this adventure. Like, oh man, this is gonna be epic. I cannot wait to meet the guy. Who are you?
I am Steve.
What? No. You are not Steve. You are not Steve. Steve isn't bald. He doesn't wear glasses. And there are no hammers in this world. Seriously, if you are Steve, where's your long hair? Where's your beard? And why aren't you bigger? Like, seriously, I spent good money to come here on this epic adventure, and this is what I get? Your shirt's not even blue. Like, you know what? This place sucks, okay? I am done with this world, okay? Okay, f this place. F you, Steve. I am out of here. F this I am out. Oh yeah, and by the way, Steve, I ate your enchilada. See, you're not even that Steve. I would know. I met that Steve. See? Autograph right here. Enough with this. I am out.
I am Matt, and welcome back to another movie review, aka After I Saw. This time it is going to be on a Minecraft movie. Before I get into it, yes, I know I'm congested. I actually just finished another video just before making this one, so yeah, you're going to hear me congested in the next couple of videos, but yeah, despite that, I did manage to go and see this movie, but yeah, I'm just going to bring that up if you're wondering why my voice sounds weird, but I think it's obvious why it does. But anyways, let's get into a Minecraft movie where Jack Black plays Steve as he goes into a world called the Overworld, and a few other people join the world as well as they have to stop an evil pig warlock from taking over the world. And of course, the only way to get out of it alive is, of course, you know, mining and crafting. And of course, well, you get the picture. If you're familiar with Minecraft, like almost everybody is, then you know exactly, or you think you know what to expect. But when the trailer dropped, oh boy, we knew there was going to be a lot of controversy surrounding it, and there was. I will say, I do feel like each trailer did get better slightly because it gave you a little bit more of what to expect rather than just showing off Jack Black in a shirt, in a blue shirt. As for me, I am a fan of Minecraft. I've always enjoyed Minecraft. It was the only game I ever really played as a kid, just due to the fact that there was no like major end goal to the game other than having to fight the Ender Dragon. But you could always create stuff with your mind, like build a house, or you know, you could just chill out and just explore the world. There was so much to the game that didn't have a heavy reliance on challenge, and that's why so many kids have gotten into it over the years, and to this day, it is still popular. Like, with the amount of updates it's received, it started off as an indie game, but I think we can all agree now that it is no longer an indie game. With the amount of updates it's received throughout the years, it has become very big. And funny thing, I actually did spend over 100 hours last year playing Minecraft, building so many of these, Bluey creations, like where I recreate a lot of the characters, including the healer house. I had so much fun doing so. And actually, while I was building some of those creations, the Minecraft movie trailer literally dropped while I was playing the game. No joke. And when I saw it, I was all like, yeah, this is going to spark some controversy. And it did. And now that it's 6 months later, how is the actual movie? Well, spoiler alert, I didn't really like it. Despite being a Minecraft fan, I wanted to go into this movie with an open mind, but there was more negative to this movie than positive in my mind. But there is some positive. I respect the movie for trying to be creative when it comes to, you know, what it's trying to represent in terms of the Minecraft world. Well, sure, the CG for the characters looks atrocious at times, especially that llama. I don't know what they were doing with that. And the villagers, they're questionable, but then again, they're transporting it to live action. If it was animated, like fully animated, I think it would be far more reasonable. But the fact is, they're combining live action and animation into this movie, kind of like on something like Spy Kids or Shark Boy and Llama Girl, though not nearly as atrocious looking as those movies. And I do appreciate how it does try to get creative with the Minecraft logic, how, you know, they take a block and then just throw it on the ground magically, like using their hands just like it would in the game. I thought that was unique. And when it came to, you know, crafting certain items with the pieces together on the crafting table, I also thought that was unique. And there are some cool Easter eggs here and there, as well as, you know, some references to the noises, like what the villagers make. And it does have a good message on creativity and just using your imagination and all. But we literally had a movie like that over 10 years ago, and that was the Lego Movie, which nobody expected to be as amazing as it was. And years later, it still holds up. And there have been movies that tried to replicate the magic of that film, but have failed horribly. Sure, the Emoji Movie didn't fail commercially, but it did fail in every single other department. But it does have some unique ideas when it comes to what it's trying to create in terms of it trying to feel like a Minecraft movie. But there's a part early on in the movie where it focuses on the real world with these characters that they introduce, like Jason Momoa, who's losing his place because he doesn't have the right amount of money, and there are these two siblings who lost their mother and trying to look after one another. All that, in my opinion, just feels forced in, because you didn't come here for those characters. You probably came here for Jack Black, pretty much. But again, no surprise, Jack Black, when he's in the movie, he's just playing Jack Black. Now, I like Jack Black, okay? He is a really funny comedian, but I don't really feel like he's playing Steve. And yes, Steve isn't really known for having a well-developed story or anything like that. He's just you as you play the game. But I just felt like all I could think of in my mind while watching the movie is Jack Black. And if you're wondering, yes, he brings out all these lines of dialogue with his powerful voice. And once in a while, he'll sing just like he does in real life and in most of his other movies too. Like, yeah! Like, that's all that he really does when it comes to his humor. And the humor, I couldn't think of a time I laughed even once. Like, I tried digging in there, like, well, there's gotta be a good joke in here somewhere. I couldn't find one. I feel like the problem with this movie is that instead of it trying to please, like, every Minecraft fan, it's trying to appeal more to a kid audience when there are many people like myself who still really enjoy the game. Because it just had so much going for it, and literally anybody can pick up and play it. I know Minecraft, not everybody likes it, but there are times where it's a good escape from, you know, the reality that we live in. And I get what the message is going for in this movie, but there are often times where when it comes to its humor, it's trying to play it too safe, and it just doesn't feel like it works. It honestly felt lazy, more lazy than the layouts they're bringing out. And I at least respect, you know, the production design for having, like, practical trees and whatnot, but just, it took so many years for them to make this movie. As far as I know, it took them like 10 years, and this is all that we get. Like, a movie where Jack Black just plays himself, pretty much. I mean, we all knew he was going to be in the movie, but I thought it was going to be like some sort of animated movie. I didn't expect this to be mostly live action with some CG elements mixed in. I didn't know what to expect there. Just oh yeah, and also there's a part in the movie that I feel like was completely pointless, where there's a principal character and a villager just comes into the real world and she hits the villager with her car and they develop a romance, and by the end they get married. I don't get why that was in the movie, because it only cuts back to them and there's only like 30 seconds a scene with them, and it's only like 2 minutes total, so I don't understand what the point of that was. I was just really trying to dig in, because look, it's not an offensive movie. It's not treating the kid audience like they're complete idiots. Like, there's no bad messages or anything like that, and I do see what they were trying to do to try to have you connect with some of the characters, but again, it just felt forced, and I didn't really feel like it was all that earned in the end, because often it just kind of felt forgotten. There are story elements to these characters that just feel like they're completely forgotten, and I just don't feel like, you know, there was much of a point other than to, not always making it feel like it's doesn't know where the story will go, because hey, they could have just stuck with the regular Minecraft story and all, but no, they have to add in, story elements to these other characters too, and it just didn't really work all that much. But really, when parents are watching the movie, there are some really, really like embarrassing jokes, involving Jack Black and Jason Momoa when they're together. Like there's this one scene where they're flying through the air away from those, those blobby cube flying creature things, and it was just embarrassing. There are times where I just feel like they could have done so much better with the humor, but clearly it's trying to aim towards the youngest of audiences, and clearly it's just trying to appeal to a kid audience, despite the fact that it is pretty violent once in a while, and there are some occasional swear words here and there, like they say the word hell like 3 times, and there's even a part where during the railroad sequence, Jack Black says kick ass, so clearly it's trying to have some elements for the adults too, but really, it just feels more like, on the same lines of just trying to be a Minecraft movie, but it has so many parts that just don't feel like they should be in there. And they should have gotten better writers to help out with the jokes to really appeal. Now, when it comes to this movie, it could have worked as a fully animated film to maybe just try and get us to connect more with those human characters. Hell, the closest thing I feel like we got to an animated Minecraft movie is the game Minecraft Story Mode. This definitely checks off more of the boxes on feeling more like a Minecraft movie, because the animation style is still there, the characters, the entire thing takes place in the Minecraft world, and it's in various different parts, and felt like it had more of a story going for it that would feel more like Minecraft. It's not a perfect game, but this does generally feel more like the Minecraft movie we should have gotten. And I would recommend playing it, but apparently it's not in digital stores anymore, which I don't really get. But there's probably a better explanation. Maybe someone knows in the comments. But this is the closest thing to that I feel like we'll get. But right here, I just feel like, this is supposed to be a Minecraft movie. I don't feel like it would matter if they got any other random actor into this movie, because it's Minecraft. It's going to make money either way. And they didn't need these big name actors, because we've had Jack Black have a role like this in something like the Jumanji movies or the Welcome to the Jungle movies, or it just felt more like trying to appeal more to a kid audience. It feels more like a generic kids movie rather than a movie that's trying to appeal to a fan base of every single age, because clearly it just wants to try to entertain kids as much as possible, and it's probably going to, because, yeah, there were quite a bit of kids when I went to go see the movie, and regardless, it's definitely going to appeal more to them. Parents, I don't think they're going to have much fun with it. In the end, guys, yeah, I didn't like this one. Like, I did not really expect to be surprised by this movie, but I was hoping there would be far more redeeming qualities, because the trailers later on, they did look a little bit better, and bringing in more of that promise that we expect from, an actual Minecraft movie. But the problem is the jokes don't land, the characters, they just feel forced in, especially when it comes to their storylines. And while it does have some cool references and does tend to have more to the game than one would think, I did generally appreciate for that. But for everything else, I appreciate it for the message it's trying to give. I appreciate it for trying to entertain younger kids, but really, I prefer things that appeal to everybody, unless it's something like a controversial horror movie. Then, yeah, because I'm the target audience for those types of movies. But for this, yeah, as a Minecraft fan, I wasn't impressed. But I'm generally being more nice to it as a Minecraft fan. But, yeah, and it wasn't as painful to get through as something like the Borderlands movie. And honestly, I'll watch this again over Snow White, because Snow White just gets way worse the more that I think about it. So, yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised if this did end up making more money than Snow White, but regardless, by the end of it, this just felt like a creeper that just blew up right into the creators' faces. Seriously, they could have gotten other people behind the movie, and it would have still made for, probably a better movie. But again, I don't hate any of these actors. I like Jack Black, but I didn't feel like he was playing anybody. I didn't really feel like he was playing a character. But you get what I mean at this point. I wasn't really satisfied, but I didn't really expect a whole lot. I was hoping there would be more surprises than what we got, because who knows, this movie could have turned out to be, worth it. Just like with the Sonic movies and whatnot, but this seriously wasn't it. And honestly, this movie kind of felt like it came out a little too late, but I've been going on with it long enough. There will be people who will enjoy the movie. If you're like a true Minecraft fan, someone who's played it far more than I have, then again, I've spent hundreds of hours in Minecraft and I am a fan myself. If you're someone who doesn't care and just still love whatever Jack Black is in, because, hey, again, Jack Black, he's a talented man, I really wish he would have gotten a better role that, made him feel like he was playing somebody else. At least with Bowser, he did feel like he was trying to play somebody else rather than just another version of him. But I've been going on way too long. You get my point. Let me know. Are you going to see it? Are you satisfied? I don't know. Well, whatever. Just let me know. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and maybe subscribe for more. You can also follow me on Twitter or Instagram or maybe Blue Sky. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Word out.